Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province, and I just finished up the league with tribal pingers. We did deal one to our opponent a ton of times on their end step. You can occasionally burn someone out with a fire blast in whatever match you want by clicking on the timestamps in the description box down below. While you're down there, if you wouldn't mind liking the video and subscribing to the channel, I'd seriously appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you're enjoying everything, and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the league.
Match 1, game 1, on the play.
And this looks like a burn deck, so I'm going to keep it.
This looks great. Thank you very much, McVeal. I really appreciate that, man. Hopefully we come out with some wins. Gonna go turn 1 mountain, leave up lightning bolt, pass the turn. Pretty happy to lead that way, coming back in like this. Ooh, opponent also on turn 1 mountain. So I think in the burn mirror, we are certainly the control deck. So I don't know if I want to hold on to this lightning bolt or not. They might go Thermal Alchemist next turn and we'll want to Searing Blaze it. I think, man, thank you so much, Type 1. We are going to ping them. I kind of think I do want to bolt here. Although, yeah, I think I will bolt here because we have Searing Blaze in hand. So I do want to bolt them here. But I think they do win in a race. So that's kind of awkward. We're going to get out our Thermal Alchemist just in case. If we draw land next turn, it'll allow us to go Needle Drop Curse or Needle Drop Searing Blaze. They'll play Lava Runner. All right, not too scary. Can't attack through Alchemist. I guess I could remove it. Okay, another Lava Runner. It's a little unfortunate. We'd like to find our land here. Ooh, they Fire Blast. My goodness. What's up, Drifty Boy? How you doing? That was aggressive. Okay, so we're going to be able to Searing Blaze one of these anyway. So maybe I shouldn't have... Maybe I shouldn't have played that way, but we'll find out very shortly. So we're going to Searing Blaze that way, then we'll Needle Drop you. There's a Chain Lightning. It certainly is. If we can stick these curses, they might be flooded too. I could see them being flooded here. And that's why, yeah, that's why they feel okay with it. Thank you very much for the bits, Type 1. Let's see if it pays off for him. All right, so they are going to get in. They are going to get in with Lava Runner, who is now hasty. So I get distracted for a minute. And take some burn. Skewer, okay. We're at 8. I feel like we have to kill this Lava Runner. Lightning Bolt. Yeah, I'm okay with going Curse and leaving a Bolt for their turn. I think I'm going to remove... glad to be back. Glad to be back, Type 1. Glad to have all of you guys here. Possibly sweet content? Oh, man. Well, get thirsty for the drift, man. Get thirsty. So they could very well kill us with just Lava Runner 1 land here, but we're going to Lightning Bolt it. Of course, trading some of our clock to try to stem theirs, but it looks like they're a little stuck here. And we're going to get to go Curse the Pierce Tart. We're going to hold on to this land for a Searing Blaze. We don't usually need 3 mana in a single turn, and they're not going to be able to copy this, so I like that. I haven't missed anything cool just yet. We're just getting started. Oh, there's another Lava Runner. Come on, opponent. The Lava Runners. We draw Desert of the Fervent, so we do get to cycle this. Hopefully not into a Throne of the Forgotten Pharaohs. We draw Fire Slinger. Although, just committing this and then allowing them to hit us with Lava Runner... Like, Fire Slinger is not very good here. I feel like Fire Slinger might just be chump blocking, because Lava Runner was their only 1 mana play, so I think chump blocking here is correct, as opposed to waiting to use it to remove it next turn, because then we go to 4, and then we go to 3, and we're dead to bolt. So we're going to block here, and hope to rip a 3 mana burn spell off the top, and not a land. That would be ideal. Yeah, I think so too. Especially where they have tap land, so maybe they just have accelerators in hand now? We need a 3 mana burn spell, man. We need epic rips here. Epic rips. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so let's not go to their turn. I hope they can't kill us in upkeep. I hope they don't have, like, bolt. This doesn't really matter. So we'll go ahead. Don't even really need to tap them. We'll go ahead and Fire Blast them now so they can't kill us in response. Or, like, basically so that I don't mess it up. And we'll see if this gets us. I could have waited until their upkeep to see if they're going to try to kill us with the curses on the stack. All right, we got it. But I don't think they would have. All right, so the burn mirror. We've got nothing for the burn mirror. We are just going to try to race with pingers. Yeah, their turn 2 Fire Blast was pretty weird, I admit. I'll need another one of those, hopefully. I feel like Eli Silva is another content creator as well. I didn't mind that. I feel like they might not have anticipated I would have removed their creatures in the way that I did. Oh, man. This deck. These 2 cards are like the biggest non-bow ever. When you go down to 3 Fire Blasts in your burn deck, you're feeling pretty weird. This hand is also quite bad. We have no 1-drops. We're less likely to draw into another mountain than most burn decks. If we get up to 2 mana, we get Fire Slinger down, which doesn't do anything in this matchup, so we're going to mulligan. All right, at least we got 1-drops. Wall is going to go to the bottom because it does not do anything here. Oh, pingers, man. Pinger's going to ping, dude. All right, still no land. That's not great news. We're going to leave up Lightning Bolt, just in case our opponent gets frisky. I still do think we're the control deck because we can win a longer game with our pingers. So they're going to get in. We'll see if they want to fire off anything. Yeah, I think we do kill it. This thing can end up doing a lot of damage. We got a Chain Lightning for their Thermo Alchemist if they play one. Curse. Okay. Curse is good against us, for sure. Our opponent has more pingers than us on board. Is there any red burn? Oh, no, guys. The 17 land deck. So I am going to hold on to this Chain Lightning because I feel like... Mirror. We're in the burn mirror, guys. So they really don't have to do anything but throw 1 mana burn at us for the rest of the game and they'll win. So hopefully we can find a way out of that. What's up, Marilyn? How you been? And maybe sandbagging this Chain Lightning for Thermo. Hey, we got our Spear Spewer. Let's go. This also deals damage to us, though. So it's not ideal here. They do have their Thermo Alchemist. Okay. See if we can find a land to commit our own. We find a desert, which is good. Which is not bad here. I'm going to go ahead and Chain Lightning their Thermo Alchemist because, like I said, we don't mind a little bit of a longer clock. And they can't copy it here. Oh, not the live stream? That happens. That totally happens. So we can't copy theirs either, unfortunately. We're at 9. They have 2 cards in hand. We're going to 8 next turn. So gonna have to be pretty spectacular to win here. Yep, we draw another Fire Slinger, so we don't have another 1 mana spell to go with it. This Fire Slinger isn't getting much utility. We'll play Thermo Alchemist because it has the highest upside. The Rift Bolt's going to come down. We're going to go to 4. A Virtual 3 with Curse, so if they have a 3 damage, 1 mana burn spell, we lose. GG's. Oh, really, Marilyn? I really appreciate that, man. It's pretty cool. Like I'm very happy with the record this year. So if you guys are wondering, I put out an album this year, put out a rock album, and I'm pretty proud of it. If you want to check it out, you can hit it up right there. It's a great way to support me. So everybody that's been saying like you should have a Patreon and things like that, you can just donate to me directly through Bandcamp. They don't take very much of a cut. All right, this hand's like real slow and pretty awkward if we never draw a Fire, and pretty awkward if we ever draw a Fire Blast, excuse me. But we are going to keep it. You're not Varog Geller. Welcome. Dig that first track, Tactical Terry. Gotta get that. Gotta represent, man. Gotta represent. Mr. Big Stuff, thank you for the host. I appreciate that. Opponent's gonna exile a Rift Bolt, so we're gonna show them why we're playing deserts now. Or I guess they already know. We are gonna be kind of choked on red mana, which is super unfortunate, but we're gonna play 2 drops and hopefully draw another mountain someday. I think I'll actually play Thermo Alchemist, maybe Needle Drop next turn, try to find a land. So we'll do that. They're going to Rift Bolt us. Yeah, so how's everybody been? You guys sleeping just as well as I'd like you to be? Good night's sleep are important, guys. All right, opponent's just going to pass. They're not having the Thermo Alchemist. Fire Blast is just, like, hilarious on this board. So we're going to keep being mana efficient. We're going to play at Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs. We are going to, unfortunately, be using our red mana to Needle Drop them, looking for a land drop next turn. Pretty good blocker for their Lava Runners. He was in the water. Thank you so much. Oh, my God, 1 year! 1 year, man! Oh, my God, that's amazing. He was in the water. We've been at it a year. Thank you so much for your support, man. That's incredible. Thank you so much. It's not always easy to believe in what I'm doing here, but But see in 12 months pop up down there. Whoa, Aetherion, man. Thank you. Subtrain? Subtrain, guys? Are we on a subtrain right now? Choo-choo? Choo-choo, let's go. We draw a Fire Slinger, which I guess it's going to be about as effective as anything else, so I'll play it. Just to be mana efficient, we'll play 2 1-drops next turn. Man, McVeet, thank you! Oh, we're going. We're going, guys. We're going off the rails on a subby train. Our opponent now believes they're the control deck. They're going to play Thermo Alchemist. Okay, we'd like to find a removal spell for that. We do, so we'll Chain Lightning this. Granted, being choked on red mana again, a little tough, but we're paying the price for having something they can't remove with their burn spells. Play Spear Spewer, and we'll just go... Nah, we don't want to tap it yet. We don't want to tap it yet. We'll tap it on their end step, or after they go through combat. Here's Thermo Alchemist, so we can go ahead and... they might have Mountain Lava Runner. That might have been a juke. So opponent's going to pass. We'll do this. And we're going to play 2 pingers next turn, and the clock is moving. Oh, man, I thought we were going to play 2 pingers. Actually, maybe we should. I think that's just correct. We'll play 2 pingers and pass the turn. So this is where burn gets kind of scary. We have no way to answer this Thermo Alchemist. Their accelerator's on board. Yeah, I feel like them killing our creatures is like a little loose, but it is what it is. And I kind of like that their follow-up from Thermo Alchemist was a curse there. That's big game for us. So we're going to go ahead and ping you. Let the pinging begin. Ping both of us. Our Fire Slingers will eventually start dealing insane amounts of damage to us. All right, so before we play any lands, we might draw a Searing Blaze. We'll go ahead and wall you. Actually, we should tap something that doesn't have to block a Lava Runner, potentially. So like that. We'll Needle Drop. No Thermal Alchemist on board to worry about. Draw Lightning Bolts. So if we play Mountain here, we can go... So we can knock them down to 6. Or we can knock them down to 9. Knock him down to 6, knock him down to 2, and kill him next turn. But I still think it's worth holding onto the Mountain and just doing all that next turn. Doesn't really change the clock at all. We can just Lightning Bolt them on their end step anyway. So I'm going to pass like this. We'll leave them with Alchemist this turn because it can win us the game next turn. Pew pew. Pew pew pew. We found it. We found the secret sauce to winning the Burn Mirror. Opponent's going to Alchemist. Yep. Needle Drop. Sure. I mean, they could conceivably win here. I've seen Burn do some pretty insane things. And now we can't win on our upkeep because I didn't play the Mountains. So maybe that would have been the play, but it doesn't look like they're going to get it here. I think we might have them, guys. Let's go through to end step. Ping you, Mr. Big Stuff. Thank you for the sub. Guys, the sub train is super real, and it's making me gush a little bit. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. You're all the best, and you know it. So Lightning Bolt you. Where's the World Gorger Dragon? I wish, man. I wish. Please, World Gorger, yes. And we draw another Mountain, but Mountain and Fire Blast are a combo, so we're just going to go ahead. Thank you very much for listening to the tunes, Mr. Big Stuff, and I'm okay bringing you back to middle school. We all like a little bit of middle school fun. We got them! So sometimes you do have to keep one-landers with this deck, but I don't like having this many 2-drops. Like sometimes we're just going to play Spear Spewer and go nowhere. I guess we are pretty likely to draw some 1-drops, and we do have an O2 to block X1s if that becomes relevant. It probably won't, but I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical. I'd like to see a 6 with a Scry that has 1 land and something like this. Okay. I like this a lot better. This has just enough needle drops for me to keep it. I do. Yeah, no, if you buy the RPM album on Bandcamp, I do get proceeds. I get a pretty good portion, honestly. World Gorger into 57 damage with Valakut. Oh my! Oh, I forgot. That was amazing. What's up, Scott? That was rad. I didn't recognize your username for a second, but I'll never forget that one. All right, another land. We got there, guys. So put on top, turn 2, Needle Drop online, or Searing Blaze if we need it. Remind you of High School Magic? It's very much in that vein. We'll play Spear Spewer. It does die to Disfigure, unfortunately. But it's going to keep our Needle Drops online. Our opponent might not be turning our Searing Blaze on anytime soon. Innocent Blood. Oh, opponent. That's just mean. All right, so we're going to go land. I think on their upkeep. No. I think we should Lightning Bolt Needle Drop now. I kind of do want to get Fire Slinger down, but I feel like that's a little risky. Yeah, I think if we play Fire Slinger and they use mana to kill it, they're a lot less likely to have mana. Yeah, let's play Fire Slinger. I think they're a lot less likely to have mana to do anything about Needle Drop next turn. So we'll do it like this. And I think Fire Slinger is better in this situation. Okay, so they do use their blue mana right now. Creatureless Control. Has this become a thing? They don't even have 100 cards in their deck. 1 card on top, 1 card on bottom, another black mana, so I'm okay with that. We are going to bolt them on end step here. Take advantage of when they don't have very much mana as often as possible. Draw Chain Lightning. Okay, so we will ping them first. And Needle Drop you. And Chain Lightning is going to be our next spell. I think Needle Drops are important here, but I think Chain Lightnings are important as well. It's going to be a tough kind of... Is Kiln Fiend good? Oh, is Kiln Fiend good? Oh, my fine chat friends. Should we inform them of the blitz? Yeah, no, I'm being really facetious. Yeah, no, it's really good. I don't know if it is right now though. I'm saying that I'm like, oh, it was amazing, but I'm not sure. Consult the Necro Sages. So they want us to discard 2 cards. Okay, so we can discard Searing Blaze pretty safely. And I think Needle Drop could be more valuable next turn, so I think I'm actually going to keep Needle Drop. So we'll discard Searing Blaze, Chain Lightning, but that is pretty good for them, regardless. Oh yeah, Kiln Fiend is great. Oh man, land. That is not what we wanted to see. So we'll ping you, Needle Drop, hopefully find something worthwhile. Hopefully we don't find a forgotten Pharaoh's God guy. Good old 17 land deck, gang. Gonna go out like this, huh? I've seen Creatureless Control before, but I'm not super used to seeing it lately. They're gonna cycle Lonely Sandbar. How is Kiln Fiend lately? Like, I do feel like I haven't seen very much Kiln Fiend around. There's our desert, so we'll cycle that. Find an Alchemist. I feel like this isn't going to be good enough. I feel like the Stranglehold is just about steady. Because they have Chainer's Edict down now. And yeah, so we're going to start playing fast, although our opponent's kind of breaknecking over here. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell for this. I feel like this is actually okay here. They only have 2 cards in hand. No, come on. All right. That would have been so sweet. All right, 2 cards in our opponent's hand. Chainer's Edict in the bin. Fire Blast is our draw. We'll want to probably not auto-yield just in case they try to hit us with this card, because we will sack 2 lands to do this now. Opponent's going to tap out. All right. Deep Analysis. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to Fire Blast. We'll very seldomly need 4 mountains to do anything, so we're going to get rid of this while our opponent can only have Dispel up. So they will go to 7. Draw a couple cards. They could have played Blue Source and left up Counterspell there, so I really didn't want to. I believe this is Creatureless Control. There's Fire Slinger. We'll go ahead and run that out. I'm sure they got a removal spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll probably see them hold on to their counterspells for things like Curse of the Pure Start. Demir Aqueduct. Yep. We're not completely out of the woods yet. Or sorry, we're not completely dead yet. I haven't seen any kind of hard lock over here, but if they get some card advantage going, they can certainly make it a lot more difficult for us. There's another Fire Slinger, so we'll run that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're at Chainer's Edict flashback mana now, so we're basically going to have to dig through that. Just where our threats have to untap to impact the board because it's a Pinger's deck. All right, Innocent Blood. Oh, yeah. Atog and Tireless Tribe. Yeah, Atog and Tribe are Scott. Yeah, I think Atog, I kind of agree that Atog and Tireless Tribe are just a little bit more consistent. Although Atog and Kiln Fiend did live in the same kind of universe. What do you guys think? Why do you guys think Affinity would be better than Kiln Fiend in this current metagame? I think that's true because we see a lot less Kiln Fiend. Oh yeah, oops, all edicts. Indeed. There's another Fire Blast. So we'll see how greedy our opponent gets. However, I do not perceive them getting too greedy. We'll probably proceed to scoop phase here soon. I'm assuming this has some devious cover-up shenanigans going on. Mom number 1. Always good to be the number 1 mom. Love you, Mom. So we're going to have Fire Slinger. They have the edicts in the bin. Once we see a devious cover-up or 2, we'll probably go ahead and scoop it up. Exclude is an amazing card. Oops, all edicts is my deck. I'm not using Skewer the Critics. There's just a couple too many good 1 mana, 3 damage burn spells. I feel like it would be an interesting inclusion if we were heavier on burn, and I do think burn should play it. Affinity has cheap 4/4s, that's a good point. The music went amazing, Clown, and if anyone else is wondering about my music, check it out right here. So we'll see if this is Evankar's Justice, and that's probably their win condition. Scred plays along a similar line. Yeah, I could see that. How do they plan on... Oh, so they're just going to let us deck, hey? Man, well, I'm glad to be back. Thanks, Mr. Redbird. Hope you had a good February. I could see that too. Here's an irrelevant Bazooka Bog. Yep. So we're going to hold on to this mountain. Our opponent has 1 more Edict in the bin. I'm assuming infinite more removal spells. Thank you very much for the Paulo Panaz. I appreciate that. If this doesn't get countered... there may be a shot. So there's a reason there's no Pyroblast in our sideboard. I still think, despite us being like a pingers deck, I still think we're faster than most control decks can get set up this well. I think the first counterspell on Curse of the Pure Start is probably what actually did us in here. Very few lines of play will get us to victory, but our opponent's still pretty low on cards in hand. So we'll see. Radiant Fountains too. Wow. They do play similar cards. They do. They interact in a similar way. I agree. They're trying to be efficient. They're trying to play really low cost interaction. So maybe the people that were... Maybe Scred Delver just has a better matchup against the blue-black kind of pseudo mirror. This deals damage to us too, so they don't really care about it. And they can flashback Edict for pretty much no cost. Yep. Well, F6. I highly doubt they'll tap out, making this Fire Blast viable at any point, but we'll see. We've seen 2 hard counters. I can't imagine they don't just have a zillion other counters, though. I'd be very surprised to know that they don't. Man, pingers look real funny across the board against a Pristine Talisman. Yep. So that's all 4 Innocent Bloods. Cool. You got it. And will we see a win condition? Very well. Oh, they're going to capsize our lines. Okay. Yeah. All right, so sideboard time. We want to go faster, that's for sure. We want to bring in our Molten Rains for the Karus early in the game. Smash Smithereens could be relevant against those Pristine Talismans, but I don't know if we want to go that heavy. Having as few creatures as possible is necessary. We're going to take up Fire Slingers because they could have blockers, and I'd rather deal some damage immediately. Cost-effective upgrade going from Fiend to Delver. That, yeah, so maybe people just like moved up. They were like, I've been watching and getting beat by this deck for ages, and I just want to play it. Yeah, and I think all the Searing Blazers should come out as well. So the stuff that we would use to kill creatures, maybe like 1 Fire Slinger is fine. Keeping the weird art one. Yeah, I totally agree on the Searing Blazes coming out. I like Molten Rains and Smashes here. Hopefully they play a Pristine Talisman. At all. If you guys are getting some explosions, if you guys can hear the P's and the B's too loud, just give me a shout and I'll turn them down because I got a new pop filter on. And when you say words like pop, sometimes you get a weird experience. I don't want no weird experiences for you guys. I want the same old, possibly Pauper playable experience. All right, we're on the play. Oh, that's good. Okay, we can keep this. I don't love it. But if we draw a land, we can go Lightning Bolt, Needle Drop, and that's good enough for me. I want at least one of these, unfortunately. So we'll leave that on top. Play a land, Spear, pass it. Yeah, Throne, or the Forgotten, whatever his name is, Pharaoh of the Forgotten Gods is going to earn their rightful place in the lessons category this week. There are some upsides to playing it. Granted, the downsides kind of significantly and severely outweigh them. All right, so we're going to Needle Drop before we Lightning Bolt. Just in case we draw another Pinger. Draw a Sunscorched Desert. Sunscorched Desert and Desert of the Fervent are just so awkward because they don't allow you to cast your Fire Blast for alternate costs either. Like, we're really seeing, like, that mulligan into this draw is really kind of highlighting some of the key weaknesses. We got to get down a couple of curses real quick, though, because they can't interact with those at all. Oh, the new mulligan rule is so interesting. I think that's one of the coolest pieces of news that came up. I'm really cool about Autumn winning the Mythic Championship. That's awesome. And yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that went down, actually. But the new mulligan rule is spicy business, guys. We're in for a bumpy ride there. All right, let's see if they can get the chokehold on us. They are stuck on blue mana a little bit, so if they want to play their cantrips, they're going to have to do so a little awkwardly. It's going to 5 mana. Here comes a Drifty Boy. Probes. Unfortunately, we're going to lose a Fire Blast, but that's not super scary. They're probably looking for more blue mana. It's a bit crazy. What format did you guys test? Yeah, like, wouldn't Belcher decks just like land grant Belcher decks? Aren't they going to be fun now? Or is that bad? Am I misinterpreting it? I didn't think a heck of a lot about... Oh, man, this is sweet. Blow up your Kuru. Ping you. Down to 8. Oh, are they still stuck on lands? This is all we've got going on. We are hellbent now. So we are going to have to draw something. Curse would be ideal. Oh. I love it. Opponent down to 6. They're going to gain that 2 life back off the Radiant Fountain, but that does mess them up on mana for the next couple turns. What do we draw? Action. Desert is not what we wanted to see, but we will cycle it. See if we can find some action. We find Needle Drop. Pretty awkward. Hey, man, that's sideboard tech. They've still got a lot of card draw to work their way through, and Cryptic Incursion isn't great here. They're at 14. We'll see if the land destruction plan was effective enough. Consult the Necrosages. They're going to draw 2 mode. Okay. They found another crew. Imagine we just find another Molten Rain. Another Needle Drop. Well, that's pretty awkward. I guess at this point I should probably just fire them off end step. Because we don't even have another red source to cast them. Oh, they have to have been dealt damage. Yeah. Okay, there's Spear Spewer. There's our savior. Help us resolve some Needle Drops next turn. So what is chill? I don't even know what chill is. Yeah, curse is best pinger. In this matchup especially. Can we use this at like an opponent's gain life? Oh! Yeah. Let's go, Spear Spear. You got this, man. Just like stick for a second. Come on. Is Creeping Chill the only one? Oh no, Chill's there. Red spells cost 2 more to cast. Oof. Oh, that'd be a big oops. That'd be tough. That'd be a hard one. Opponent 18, Pristine Talisman on board. So witches, they start capsizing our stuff or like play it in Rova Horror or something, but Agony Warp, you got it. I don't think these Needle Drops like buy us out of it. We had them down to a pretty significantly low life total for like a second. Hilariously, I don't think we'll have an opportunity. Okay, they have 3 cards in hand. What are the odds on one's a counterspell? Ooh. Intéressant. They're probably going to bounce it. Listen, Terry. It's not over till the... Okay? Gonna heckin' smash to smithereens this. Get a bunch of value. Don't at me. Drew land. I don't like that. Chain Lightning. Fire that off. I don't really know. What's up, Sylvia Eli? Yeah. Good match, man. Good match. Interesting playing the Burn Mirror. So maybe you can help us with the... you played You fire blasted with 2 hydro. No way. You fire blasted with 2 lava runners on board. So I think that was rad. I think a lot of decks that probably would have won you the game. But like, what was your thought process in that one? What were you like this is something I need to do to win, or like? I think it was so much pressure that if I didn't have an answer for both of them, I would have died. And I think you had enough lands in hand that it didn't super matter. Oh yeah, I'm way ahead right here. Another Crypt Incursion would be real bad. I mean, this is a clock that they have trouble dealing with. There's another curse. Okay, so let's try to bolt them. Bad bait, but bait nonetheless. Curse them. Oh my goodness, it resolves. The clock is real. See what they want to do. We find a land, we'll hold on to it. Oh, you're stuck on one land. Yeah. I think that's what it was. Like, that's what I ended up attributing it to. I was like, they probably are just flooded right now. And sure enough, you did hit land drops the next 2. Yeah, we're pinging them out here, guys. We're pinging them out. Clock is real. So we'll see. If they can get back Crypt Incursion or... Oh, yeah. So that's going to slow things down for us a little bit. Go up to 8. Wonder if they have the cap size. There's Chain Lightning. So can't cast that on their turn. Chain Lightning down to 5. Might as well play a land here just in case. What's up, Talismancer? How you doing? We could string like 2 Needle Drops into 2 burn spells, and we only need 1 land in hand for Searing Blaze. Opponent's passing. 4 cards in hand. There's Fire Slinger. I don't know if it even matters to play it. I guess it does let us win somewhat faster. Okay, I am going to play it. I'm sure they're stuck on removal. Oh, nice. On lands? On like a lands deck? Is that what you mean? So I don't mind playing Fire Slinger here because it could represent a path to victory during my next turn. Hey, we got him. Oh, goodness. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. I was like, are you playing a lands deck? That's super cool. No way, Talismancer. Well, I'm glad you made it here. Birdman. Yeah, they definitely are. How you doing, Birdman? It's been a while for you too, man. I'm really channeling you. I'm going on a vacation in a couple months, and I was thinking about that time Birdman was on vacation. I was like, man, gotta do me one of those. It's okay. It's okay, Terry. I was... Lands and Pauper, let's go. I was sure you were done. I was sure we were done too. Oh yeah. No, curse is great. They do have cap size. Oh my goodness. Well, don't spill that tea unless it's posted. Then land sis? Wait a minute. I would love to play a Growth Spiral deck. So I noticed some people in our Discord. I just get a little props to the Discord. I know some people in our Discord. Sorry for punching the microphone. Gonna take a little while to get that heuristic back. I know some people in our Discord brewing... I like this hand. Brewing a blue-green Growth Spiral deck. So the reason I didn't do that this week is because I didn't have an opportunity to have a really good look at it and see if it was something I wanted to take out. All right, Spear, go. Good start. Couple of deserts, a little awkward. Opponent's going to go Bog, which means we might resolve a Needle Drop. See if they'll kill our Spear. They sure do. Ooh, spicy old Accelerant. So we'll go ahead and play Desert of the Fervent. Nothing I really want to do. I think we're going to hold on to Chain Lightning because it might enable a Needle Drop next turn. I doubt they counter this. They might counter this. Demir Aqueduct. Oh, come on, Land Destruction. Land Destruction plan, let's go. So I think it's more valuable for us to just have a critical mass of cards in hand, and I'd like to have... They're just going to kill this, so... Yeah, so I'm going to wait. We're going to try to Needle Drop and see if we can draw into an untapped land. Because we can resolve 2 Needle Drops this turn and have 3 lands up to play Alchemist Slinger in the next turn. I'd be pretty happy about it, but being able to go Bolt Needle Drop until we can set that up is fine too. Oh, Tron is lands. Yeah, I know you're right. Shouts out to Birdman. Quicksand. Oh, baby. All right, we find another needle drop. That's interesting. So we are going to go ahead and bolt them. We're going to go on the same plan. We want to have enough creatures to back up our Thermo Alchemist when it eventually comes down. So we are going to have to play this other desert. That kind of sucks. I was really hoping for just more stuff that wasn't deserts. No, I know. I was hoping I could cycle it. Or we could just find another one. That wasn't the case. Maybe, yeah, I should have played it last turn. Opponent goes backwater. Yep. 4 mana up. So maybe they are kind of seeing straight through our plan here. All right, so let's go 3 creatures. See if they can remove all of them. No counters there. Alchemist. Let's it go. Okay. So they must have at least 2 removal spells. Oh, it is a lands deck. It is absolutely a lands deck. The coolest way I ever saw Tron described was when Kung Fu Trees was talking about how it's just card advantage. Like, that's what they're doing. All right, so let's see if we can get a well-placed smash in here. Although I have a feeling my opponent is ready for it over there. Sunscorched Desert. So let's do that first. Let's go Sunscorched Desert, you. Go Needle Drop, you. Draw land. Go Fire Slinger. All right, pass turn. We'll try to bolt them on their end step and then fire off this smash. Or just fire off this smash on their end step. Yep. But I feel like they're going to be leaving up double blue for the rest of their lives. Maybe not. What's this going to be? Consulting some Necrosages? I imagine. Target player discards 2 cards. All right, well, it's now or never. Attempt to smash the Talisman. They do have the counter spell, but they're tapped out. Granted, we don't have anything in hand. They probably have a removal spell for this. All right, let's see if we can finish coming out ahead. They're at 15. Nothing on board. They have 2 cards in hand, but no source of card advantage. They only have 1 card in hand. There's Fire Slinger. No edicts in the bin. Let's ping our way to victory, guys. 2 cards in our opponent's hand, assuming one of them is counter magic. So I am going to run out this curse. I know probably what they drew had to be counter magic, but I don't think we'll find a better opportunity to cast it. They could just make us discard it next turn. So we're going to keep going. I did not know this was going to go to game 3, or I totally wouldn't have scooped match 1 so quick, or game 1 so quick. I love Eor Ruin Expedition. That card is so cool. And the worm. We just keep drawing lands. Deck, that is not okay. Harvest Worm too. Terry, I think we were talking about that at one point. Like a Harvest Worm deck. Chain Lightning. Well, that's good enough. So we'll Chain Lightning them down to 17. Well, hopefully they have minimal interaction. I don't know if this ever becomes more valuable killing an Augur or Bolas while we have very little life or anything. All right, opponent, what have you? They cycled Barrenmore. And Deeply Analyze. I don't like seeing that much card advantage out of them. All right, let's go Thermo Alchemist. I'm sure they have removal for it, but they're going to have Infinite Edicts whatever way we play this. Some of the removal spells are Disfigures. So untapping with Thermo Alchemist still means 1 more damage than not. How much does that cost? 1G, 3/3 elephants? Seems pretty rad to me. Yeah, Lobert was playing off of mine. How you doing, Erica? It's been a little while. All right, playing the old Chain Lightning Go gang. Opponent still buffering their life total. It's going to come right down to it. Doing some filtering. turn 14, I feel like I should have pretty small % chance of winning. But if we kill this? Probe kicked, so we'll have to discard these lands. Maybe should have played one of these for the purposes of Fire Blast. But holding 2 of these would allow us to sandbag a curse, so I think it was still correct. Let's do that. Well, won't make the same mistake twice. Play a mountain just in case we do have to Fire Blast at some point. But opponent's up to 5 cards in hand now. I would say our opportunities are very slim. Now they got 2 talismans as well. If we see Capsize come down, although Sunscorched Desert Capsize is kind of a combo for us, so we should always be able to have 1 land on the battlefield. No point lightning bolting until they try to make us discard or something. What is up, Goal Version? Welcome back. We are memeing it again, my guy. How you doing? Those spells are really cool. I think Lynx had a list like those too, or with those too. I don't really know why I'd hold this Lightning Bolt. I guess we could draw Needle Drop. We have gone through a lot. Definitely not Fire Blasting, especially when we can just draw another land and do a better job of casting it. 2 instants in hand doesn't feel good against a deck that most likely would bring Dispels in over removal against us. Kicked. Well. Floating red mana for the clock inefficiency. Flexin. Counters Fire Blast. Yep. I don't... Like, they do have, like, a Clear the Mind or something, right? It is what it is. Personally, I think these strategies are kind of weak. I wish I could have punished them, but hey, man, we're on Pinger Tribal this week, and I go all in. I'm all about it. I would scoop to Capsize, because that's no fun to watch either. And it usually means you're going to lose. It's Moral White. Moral win. Yeah, they should definitely concede. And the prize is I play it. That's a pretty cool way to select deck lists by viewers. Thank you very much for the follow, Cactar23. I appreciate that, man. Welcome to the Jank Bank. We're still janking them out here. Opponent killing our creatures. We find a desert. We'll cycle it. And there's a smash. We have 2 smashes left. We'd have to blow both of these up and have real good draws and our opponent to not be sandbagging their last 2 hard counters for us to really have a chance. It's going to be Evankar's Justice. Yep. Big hmm. All right, so 3 cards in our opponent's hand, 23 cards in library. I would be very surprised. Oh, do not make me discard this card. I'm just going to flashback again. Okay, so they're tapping out. We're at 16. We draw a land. So we are going to smash one of the talismans. That's actually pretty good for us. Targeting your mom in the chat. You know, Talismancer, I'm always pretty big on getting a good night's sleep. So if you feel like you got to go, I get it, man. But if you want to hang out, we're here. We're here. Hang out. Let's do it. Trying to beat this dirty old deck. I heard somewhere that if like you start stuttering and stuff while you're trying to do something, then it's your brain trying to tell you you're about to have a nervous breakdown. So just keep that in mind. Smash and then say targeting your mom in the chat. Unmatched savagery. Talismancer is a cool Magic card name, I'll admit. Although I don't really have to admit, because I feel like the process of admitting something means you like kind of feel guilty about it or something. Is that confessing? I concede to that. Wall of Pharaohs. Nothing 2 Evankar's Justices can't take care of. Evankar's Justice certainly is doing some work. It's a pretty good spell, man. It's one of my favorites. One of the big carry cards I used to play for sure. And maybe we'll see a revisiting. I used to play Evankar's Justice in all kinds of decks where it shouldn't have been. It is a predictor of strokes, babbling and stuttering. Yeah, so Lynx, I made it. I'm back. How are you, man? I hope things have been going well. It is quite slow. So we lose next turn unless we can get our opponent down to low enough life total, and that's it. We're on the play. A little awkward, but we have lots of pingers. Tons and tons of pingers. Oh, this is pinger tribal. All right, we're going to keep Untapped Mountain. Our opponent will be like, this is burn. Desert of the Fervent, they'll be like, free ticks. Action Pancake out here getting their free ticks. I think it'd be really cool to do throwbacks list, especially now that we've been doing it for so long. Like, there's stuff that even the production quality was so bad on. I would love to just go back to revisit that. Did you do a better job of it, you know? Blue deck. Turn 1 Preordain. As Dan from Magic the Gathering Strat once said, the most iconic play in Pauper. Pauper Papa is gonna... We do need to revisit Ixalan. I think it went 2-3 that week. Wasn't even that bad. 4 Wraiths and Probes turn 1. Playing against Death Shadow. Let's go. I guess we'll just do this so I don't forget. Play another one. Next expansion will add a new creature type. It's about friggin' time. They should just ban Island and everything. Friggin' Ancestral Recall. Has anyone here ever resolved an Ancestral Recall? And if so, how did it feel? So we'll go Fire Slinger for our bait. Though I don't think our opponent's going to take it. They might have a Daze too. They're going to Spell Stutter. Ooh, that's interesting. Do we play land this turn? Ooh, I did. Nice. So we'll go ahead and Searing Blaze. That's cool. They might have Daze. Daze sucks here. But I'd rather have Curse down anyway. Yeah, they do have Daze. Okay. So can't pay 1 for Daze. We're really hoping to draw into some of our better pinging stuff. We'll pass. I'm back, Proteus. Pete Proteus. What up, man? Also Treasure Cruise. Ooh, we're going back to Mercadian Masks? Cool. Those are some of the first cards that, like, the complexity really drew me to the game. I do remember that specifically. Now we're tapped out of interaction for Ninja as well, so that's a little awkward. Yeah, we got the whole gang here, guys. Shouts out to shoutouts. So we're going to go for Curse of the Pierced Heart here. And if our opponent tries to interact with it, we'll try to Lightning Bolt their second fairy. Otherwise, it might leave us the option of leaving Lightning Bolt up on their turn to get them on a Ninja. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Opponent's going to snap a Skewer. Okay. You got it. So they'll probably go for another Spell Stutter next turn. But that's okay. I'd rather them Spell Stutter this than this. That's interesting. So let's go ahead and Spear you. Needle Drop. Because I get the read on Spell Stutter and I want to resolve this curse. They don't counter. All right, well, I think continuing to play around Ninja is fine. So we'll go ahead with Spear. I guess I don't want us to have these. Don't really know why. Yep. So now we've really got to hope that they don't have some kind of janky way to beat our Lightning Bolt against their Ninja. Because I think that's what's coming here. I think they're trying to stabilize on their side of the board so that they can keep their Ninja down. No Ninja, okay. All right. I'm okay holding on to this Bolt for now. This many Spell Stutter Sprites is tenuous. Delver. Oh, I think I have seen some black-red ones. Oh, they have pirates. Yeah. Keep the pangs on. Oh, no. Not burnt soup. There are so many better varieties of soup. I think we do go for Curse here. Having one Lightning Bolt up, probably okay enough. They're going to counter it. Okay. Well, happy to have a hard counter out of their hand. Pizzy the tizzy. Delver, will it flip? It does on counterspell. Okay. Well, now we have to deal with this flip Delver, and that really sucks. So we'll see if they go Ninja, which I wish they did. All right, well, we might as well not let them go to their next main phase. I'd rather they counter this now and not do anything than anything else. All right. Also, they could have ninja'd there, I guess. That was a little weak. If I had them on Ninja, that was a bad play. Don't tell anyone. All right, end step, ping. That's what we're here to do. Yeah. All right, so we'll cycle it. No, they have days. So I am going to bolt this. As bad as Ninja is against us, just taking 3 in the air for the rest of our lives isn't going to do it. So we'll kill. Ooh, they're going to gush. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, gush. Man, I wonder if I could make a gush into... Oh, man, come on. You serious? Frig. All right, Delver's going to survive, and we're pretty much dead here. So, pass turn. Oh, yeah, free spells. Pretty tight. Pretty tight. Pretty tight, all these free spells. Yep, so we're going to take 5 down to 2. Potentially dead to mutagenic growth. Or Piracy Charm. Right? Piracy Charm kills us there. Right. And another Delver. All right. And it's a win it. Got nothing that gets us out of this, but we're going out on our own terms. What do we got? Wall and we're dead. All right, so we want gut shots and electrickeries. And maybe even a smash of smithereens or 2. It's hard to say how many golems these lists are running these days. It's Mono Blue Delver is like weirdly brew heavy for people. Like people will mess up. Sorry, my cable's all messed up. I don't want to be popping the mic all the time on you guys. Mono Blue Delver is like weirdly fluid. You know, people are bringing in weird stuff all the time. Yeah, I agree. Searing Blaze is probably okay. Our pingers are honestly kind of really bad. What do I want to get rid of? Maybe some Chain Lightnings. Chain Lightning doesn't do as much as I want it to. We can't take any pingers out, guys. This is Pinger Tribal. So I'm going to take Chain Lightnings out for these. I guess if we're bringing in 4 Electrickery, we're kind of the control deck, though. Like, maybe I don't want Electrickeries. Gut shots for Chain Lightnings to kill fairies. I guess Electrickeries also kill them, though. Yes. Most of the deck is certainly bad against them. I just don't really know where I can make room for 4 Electrickeries. Maybe I want a little bit of both. I can probably shave like 1 wall because it loses a lot of its utility, and if we don't have... Yeah, I'm going to shave 2 walls. I don't really like going down that many pingers, but if we don't have a desert on board, like we just can't be that sketchy. Not huge on this, but it's got the power. It's got the power to end the game. It's got the free spells for the free spell matchup. So I'm going to keep this. Wall does block Ninja. It's true. I played against it multiple times, God Ubermatch, and it's a cool little deck. It's kind of a pinger. It's definitely a pinger. Oh yeah, no, Gutshot is for this matchup, for sure. Yeah, actually, I probably should have taken like 1 Electrickery and 1 Gutshot out of the sideboard for a little more flexibility. But I don't really know what I'd want. So we'll go for Curse here. Begrudgingly, but if they're going to keep off of lands and keep off their spell stutters, then maybe it'll make our 1-drops a little bit better. It'd be real awkward to Gutshot them to get a needle drop off. Who gets shot in the tummy turn? We will find out. So I'm going to be gut-shotting fairies pretty liberally when my opponent's tapped out. All right, I'll let this resolve. Hydroblast, probably. Have a great sleep, Marilyn. Thanks for coming by, man. Glad to have you. Opponent hitting their land drops, as one does. So I have to go on upkeep stop for our needle drop next turn if our turn doesn't play out any differently. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Do you think that 3 copies of... That's interesting. It's pretty good bait right there. And we can still resolve a needle drop? Oh, yeah. This is happening. Irakun. Yeah, no, it's true. If like, it's completely, like, dependent on your sleep schedule. They're going to straight up hard counter. Okay. Opponent does not like the Spear Spewers. Hits land drops, as one does. All right, so on our opponent's upkeep, we will needle drop. See if they want to react. They're going to dispel. Okay. 5 cards in our opponent's hand. I like that they're not doing their card advantage generation thing, and we're still cursing them. My Spewin. Word of the day. Spewin. All right, so while our opponent is low on interaction for this, we don't have to pay life for it. We can wait till our turn. Like trickery. Okay. So I'm going to pay red for gut shot here. Life gain. Life in this matchup actually matters a fair bit. Incidental life gain can go a long way against Delver decks because they win the game with a 3-2 sometimes. If you're going to spew into this. All right, the Killer Curse. That's our clock. That's our clock taken care of. With them playing snaps and sprites and stuff like that, it's not always a major concern. Oh, God. If they just hardcast Ninja there and I would like have to just eat it, just be like, oh, there's a Ninja. Okay. So this is awkward. I'm going to play another land to play around Daze. I can't really let them go to attacks with this next turn. And I don't necessarily want them to draw. I might try to gut shot this on their upkeep. It's a little more awkward with Electrickery in hand, but I feel like as the game goes a little bit longer, this is a good shut-off valve anyway. And this is just, it's one of the ways that we can help keep their card advantage engine under wraps. So I'm going to upkeep, gut shot this. Paying mana. Fire Blast the Fairy. There is a universe where this hits a ninja. Like a universe we very well could live in. So you know. So we'll cycle Desert at the risk of having a Spell Stutter ETB. All right, well, I guess we gotta hope their hand isn't Spell Stutter Sprite Ninja. But even that actually would be okay. What's up, Pauper Tim? Welcome. Opponent flooding out admirably. This also enables Needle Drop, so I don't want to just like run it out there. It's Searing Blaze, Needle Drop. Does a lot. Man, that was so clutch last game when they dazed our kicked Searing Blaze. This deck's hilarious. This is too me, guys. I feel like this is way too on theme. A very good reintroduction to my nonsense. Oh, Hardcast Gush. Living the dream. Boom. You guys ever lived that dream? I don't think I've ever Hardcast Gush before. Maybe. Pondering. Have a little thought about it. I mean, they are pretty good in this steady state. Our cards are powerful, but next to hard counters, these don't really do a lot. So let's see how they ponder. They don't shuffle. Okay, so they wanted the card on top. We'll see if they wanted either of the cards under it. One card on bottom, one card on top. Okay. Interesting. I don't know if you'd like burn your preordained there or not. Maybe just doing something with their mana. All right, we can hold on to Lightning Bolt. We still have lots of mana for what we're trying to do. Getting in a fight with them seems tenuous. I feel like getting in a fight with them before Ninja is already on the battlefield is just like bad mojo. Okay, so Spell Starter comes down. They're going to go to combat. Yep. So once they pick the Spell Starter spread up, they have it in hand to counter our 1-drop. Which is pretty awkward. Maybe I should have killed it. Here comes Ninja. Yup. Time to fight. So we'll attempt to bolt Ninja. And the sad thing is we do need double red for stuff. And yeah, I guess we just Electrickery the fairy. We'll see if this draws out more action. They snap Spell Stutter Sprite. All right, so this is a little sketchy, but we're going for it. And we're playing around days. So unless they have foil plus island, then this should do it. So snap fizzles, Electrickery fizzles, Lightning Bolt goes through, Ninja dies. We've got a Fire Blast and a Sunscorched Desert in hand. We're at 20 life. Hey, we're still dealing damage though. Off of double red. Flooding out in our 17 land deck as one does. It was close. I think that was necessary though. I feel like they were pretty low on action given how they were playing. Another desert. I think I am going to play second red source. I would prefer to cycle this, but we have Searing Blaze in our deck. Plus, I think resolving multiple spells in a turn is going to be important. More Fire Blasts. Okay. So that's all our Fire Blasts. We probably don't even have enough mountains to support them. Spear. Let's do this. They're going to Spell Stutter. Okay. Which is not good news for us because it means Ninja might be on the way. So we've seen all the Spell Starters yet? One. No, this is only the second one. All right. So I imagine things get pretty yucky from here, guys. They always have it. And just everyone. Oh yeah, they look real dumb. We have hit almost all of our deserts, though. So that's a little awkward, too. Play Thermodaddy. Pass the turn. I think I Spell Starter this unless I double stutter. Which I mean, it could happen. So now we gotta hope to fade a Delver Flip for a little while, and then hope they don't have hard counter when we draw our next Electrickery. I know it's a lot to ask for, but that's basically how this is going to play out. We're going to trade a bunch of resources trying to kill this Ninja. Ooh, opponent passes through their attack step. Ballsy. I like it. I like how you work, opponent. We'll see if this Fire Slinger resolves. This is pretty good against fairies. This is why Fire Slinger is in the deck. I feel like we really just didn't find enough of them. But is what it is. Opponent still has a bunch of Spell Stutters. Ooh, Logic Knot. Okay. I have seen Logic Knot in this deck before, so that makes sense. When I said our opponent has to just do nothing, that was pretty much as you can ask for. We'll see. Can we punish them? Can we punish the Mono Blue Menace? My Boogeyman deck. It's hard to say. Exchange the equivalents. All right, they're going to shuffle. Fire Slinger is good in this matchup, but we have to resolve it early on, and we have to like dodge snaps and stuff like that. So it's, you know, it's no Granger Gilge Mage. It's no Hermione. I wish though. Man, I love Granger Guild Mage. Merely a type disadvantage. Yeah. Yeah, so it's not like backbreaking game-winning stuff, but it is a type disadvantage. So I'm assuming our opponent is just looking for enough counterspells to like straight win the game here. There's Spell Stutter plus Spell Stutter. So this is what I'm talking about. So now we have to like hit an Electricity and kill this ninja. And like even then, even then, our opponent's got to just be like so gassy. And now it's back. You got it, man. You got it. You got it. I never don't have the faith. You just gotta have faith, as Poet Laureate Fred Durst once said. And are actually just dead now, right? Sunscorched Desert for the Rubbins and GG. All right, let's go, guys. Big old Searing Blaze into no double red source, but we got Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs plus Sunscorched Desert, which is the best combo we could ask for. We're gonna keep. Of course not, Jay. Of course not. We're gonna play a mountain and pass the turn. Responsibility, Ricardo. Oh my god, it's Carves. Why? I'm in the O2 bracket. What did I do? Who did I like step on a child or an adorable animal? What was it? What? Oh, guys, you know what's really cool? I did see while I was out. So I was still frequenting the subreddit and hashtag MTG Pauper Twitter. And I did see while I was out that Hellsow posted a primer for sideboarding. Wow, I'm talking real dumb right now. For sideboarding with Stonehorn-tron, which is super cool. Oh, because you gain life off of it too, Ethereon. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we don't have like the that what's her name? When she dies, you get enchantments and stuff. Or that other thing. It's like 5 mana. People use like Sarah Sanctum and put their whole graveyard in their deck or something. Make a bunch of angels, win the game. That nonsense. I don't have one of those. Thank you, Tactical Terry, for making sure I'm not going to blow myself up. That is relevant. It's big time. Oh my god. That's so many 4/4s. Man, I don't know. I like the subreddit. I know there's a lot of hate for it. It was that's where I came up. So I don't know, man. Just gotta keep the faith. Just gotta have faith. Oh, this is awkward. So we're gonna take 12 next turn because I want to draw a card. So sue me. I like drawing cards. Don't play colorless lands in your mono red deck, kids. Don't play colorless lands in your mono red deck, kid. The memes are tight, though. We're playing exactly 3 of these. Yeah, Fire Blast is looking very sketchy. Big oof, guys. Big oof. Big oof for everyone. All right. That's fine. That's all well and good. So we're gonna bring our smashes to kill their 4/4s. No. I don't even think we drew a mountain. We could have 12 them that turn. So we only have 7 deserts, which is like you're almost not playing Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs at that point. But yeah, it's just take them out. Just goodbye. Yeah. So we want our smashes. Can you do that? Add basic lands. Add basic lands. All right, so smashes come in. I feel like Searing Blaze loses some utility, so we'll take those out. And we'll go like that. Actually, no, Fire Slinger's probably worse, but Shard Volley probably is a lot better, actually. This is sketchy, but we have Smash. This stupid card. I am going to keep. The 1-4 dream is still alive, Linkenzie. The 1-4 dream is still alive. So we're going to Fire Slinger into Needle Drop, hopefully find our land drop, have Smash Smithereens up for hopefully not a Darksteel Citadel. And that's how we're going to do it. You weren't serious? Wait a minute. I guess if I had, I guess if I had like, it is instant. It's not strictly better. If I'd maxed out on 1 mana 3 damage burn spells, I think I'd be in talks about that, but I purposefully cut them for Wall of the Forgotten Pharaohs, so because you can't call it Pinger Tribal unless you have like a bunch of pingers. And I wasn't playing that stupid one you gotta pay like red mana for, friggin'. You know. Alright, so ping you. Drop what? Alright, guys. When did I sideboard in an Electrickery? What is this? Why? I have no idea how that happened. For Disciple of the Vault. Got him. I mean, they're giving us time. If we find another land for the smash, like, we might be okay. But we're also kind of getting mana screwed, which isn't ideal. And we don't have a desert, so we're going to discard Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs. Yeah, they would have to do literally nothing for a long time. We have to hit a land, like, very shortly. There's the other one. We'll go ahead and discard the Electrickery, as embarrassing as that is. We're still going to do it. Koldotha Rebirth? Yeah, we totally had them on the Rebirth plan. Oh, God. Come on. All right, guys. Don't play bad because Carves is playing fast. I missed a tap there. Pay attention. Dang it. And that'll be it. It's enough to get a... so we could discard it to hand size. Exactly. Oh. I could cry. All right, so I'm going to do this just so I don't forget to do it. We'll pass. I think we blow up... I can't tell. I can't tell if we blow up Springing Leaf Drum first. Do we just blow up a land? There's Atog. And tapping Atog for red mana to kill a pinger. I think we want to cut them off red mana as quickly as possible, so we're going to blow up their Prism. And pass. Oh, it stacks Atog so they don't take damage. Cool. Well, I blew it up nonetheless. Chromatic Star, okay. So they're not cut off red mana by any means now, so maybe we should go attacking Tree of Tales. Yeah. And is it big beefy boy time? No, Galvanic Blast, okay. So now what? And now maybe we just go Thermal Alchemist and try to string something together here. I can't believe we're going to lose this game. So now they can get... They still can't get 2... So I think I do still want to smash this. And that way they have to tap Atog to get the red... I guess they don't. They have to tap Atog to get to 2 mana. Nothing personal. Punisher playing non-basics. Yeah. Yeah. So I think I am going to take off Tree. Thank you, Linkenzie. Thank you for supporting the 1-4 Dream. Appreciate that, man. Need the encouragement. So we'll see. We'll see what they can string together here. We've tried to make their colored mana as awkward as possible, which will keep them off the fling battles, whatever plan, and hopefully we'll hit enough mana to make it matter. But at this point, Atog is big enough that it kind of doesn't, and they're going to Thoughtcast here, so that's probably going to be it. Because you could definitely believe we're going to lose. Cloud Sun 42, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, man. And Bracadaisical, I think I might have missed that a couple seconds ago, man. Thank you very much for the follow. How do we win? If we go Alchemist and then go Spewer Lightning Bolt, but they just play Meltdown, start stuttering again. But I think now we're priced into chump blocking, right? Unless they tap a bunch of mana. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So they don't just kill us with ATOG. And does Bolt's Blast win next turn? No. So Bolt Blast is 1, 4, no, it's 9. Springleaf Drum's doing all of the mana fixing it has to. 4 cards in our opponent's hand. Play Meltdown. Now I think it's an actual card and like not a reference to my having a nervous breakdown. Well, if we draw a mountain, right? Like I'm playing to my outs here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. So we go to 1 this way, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, plus 4, yeah. So Dead of Galvanic Blast. I needed Electrickery for the Husk. You're right. But we don't get another turn now. There's another ATOG. So I think we're just dead. I guess we can have blockers for both ATOGs. Yeah, we got to play to our outs here, guys. So play Spewer. Drawing a mountain here would be ideal. Obviously. Thermal Alchemist will tap, dealing damage to you. And then we will Chain Lightning you while you can't make a bunch of red mana. Pass the turn. So now there's a chance. If we draw a mountain, we might get there. It's real doubtful. But we need a mountain, and we play a bunch of cards that aren't mountains, that should be mountains. So let's keep that in perspective. Okay, we're dead now. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Yep. Was it a mountain? Nope. All right, so we are on the draw with pingers with no lands. So let's going back. Snap it off. All right, this is a pretty average start for us. So we're gonna go ahead and keep. And more pingers. Can't argue with that. So we'll keep that on top. Go ahead and drop the upkeep stop for now. We're not doing that whole thing. So we will spew away, pass a turn. Deck being a sweetheart. It's like, we know what you want. You want pings. Oh, is this the brew? This might be the brew they were talking about. Let's see what Augur reveals. I hope it's Tethmost High Priest. Oh, it's Inside Out. I think it might be Inside Out Priest. Man, I love this deck. This deck's really cool. All right, so I guess we might as well play around Daze for our Needle Drop. I'd like to have Fireslinger on board because it does keep pressure on Priest. Actually, yeah, that was probably a misplay because I'm going to play a Fireslinger. That's turn. So they may have... This can put repeated pressure on a Tireless Tribe, and I kind of like that. They're going to Inside Out Spewer and kill it. Heckin'. And Ponder. All right, let's have a look at what they're doing with their Ponder. This pressuring our own life total has kind of an awkward interaction with Tireless Tribe because they like it when you're at a low life total. Yeah, I think we hold on to these bolts. Bolts can be relevant, and we might want to use our mana for something else this turn. So we'll Needle Drop you. There's a Thermal Alchemist. No land drop. We'll play Fireslinger. Pass turn. These openings convinced me that we're all one soul reincarnating at different points, and you totally blasted Gandhi on the last playthrough. Cinder Pyromancer. I'll look that up. I didn't want to go up to 3 mana, I know that. No box. Seeker of the Way, eh? One sec, I'm looking up Cinder Pyromancer. I'm just going to use them. Never mind. I have the card thing. Alright. Draw Searing Blaze. That's alright for later. I think we gotta get the Seeker off the board. The free spells are kind of an issue, but we do have to get the Seeker off the board. So we'll do that, or try to do that. Seeker goes away. And we'll go to combat, we'll swing the Fire Slinger. And pass. 5 cards in hand. Yeah, because there are all the Fire Slingers, right? Or there are all the goblins. That was one way I kind of wanted to take this. Like, find a way to get our goblins drawing cards. Oh, Gush. Gush is such a good card. Imagine if, like, Gush could enable Searing Blaze. Very tight. Hey, Pauper or Bust. 6 months, man. Half a year. Half a year. Oh, that's nuts. I can't believe we've been together this long, man. We've got, like, years. We got half years. We just got, like, crazy history. Crazy history. Thank you so much, Pauper or Bust. They say, welcome back, Jank Master. We're definitely doing something. We're definitely janking. Glad to see you, man. Glad to see you. All right, so Ash Barrens gets cycled following a Brainstorm. So they had Gush, Brainstorm, Shuffle. That's real scary. Preordain. It went super well. And if you guys are wondering about the music project, you can check it out right here. Big plugs, man. Always big plugs. So we do know that they still have 2 islands in hand. That's worth noting. Augur gets in, deals 1. We're down to 15. I really don't like that our burn deck has the same amount of clock as this. Probably Tireless Tribe deck. That might have been a weird lightning bolt, but I was feeling it. All right, so Fire Slinger's gonna ping here. Actually, I think we've got time. I think we're gonna Thermo Alchemist before we do that. And pass. Because then next turn we can go ping, Needle Drop, hopefully hit something hopefully hit something relevant, but that's not the case here. It was not their time. There's Augur Bolas. Taking a Miko break and got addicted to Paradox strategy games. What kind of games are those? Oh, dude, like, oh, I know what you're talking about. They did a really good mobile one. Like, I don't play mobile games almost ever, but they did a great mobile game that was just, it was like Knights of Pen and Paper or something. That was a really good game. All right, so we found our land drop for Searing Blaze, so let's go ahead and do that. So we'll play a land. Choose you. Searing Blaze, this Augur. Go to combat, attack with Fire Slinger. Put him down to 6. Oh, I think we won. Did we win? Needle Drop you down to 5. Draw a card. Fire Slinger down to 4. Fire Blast. Yeet. 4 wins, guys. 4 wins. It is interesting. That's tight plays. Guys, we got there. We got there. All right, where are we at on the versus Tireless Tribe? They only run 2 planes. And if we're going to be the jank masters of the universe... yeah, it felt like they had F6'd. But, yeah, probably could have. We didn't really need to win right then and there. Do you guys think Molten Rain is just, like, too deep? Yeah, OXs are definitely looking really bad. So let's keep the Alchemists in. Let's take out a few Spewers for Molten Rains. And we're going to go real janky with it. We're going to try to take out all our white sources. It's the only way. There we go. Just need our second red source. We're going to keep... We have Goblin Fireslinger, and we've got a Needle Drop to hopefully smooth things out. There's another Molten Rain. That's not exactly what we want to see. Okay, so we'll go Mountain, Slinger, pass. The thing is, like, some decks can't really, like, fight Tireless Tribe on the stack, and it's just kind of like a battle you have to know when to pick, you know? They cycle Ashburns for Island. That's sometimes the play. There's Fire Slinger. I like Fire Slinger in this matchup a lot, so we probably want to get that out while we can resolve it. So we'll play Sunscorched Desert, ping you. Play Fire Slinger, Bastard. Delete planes. I like the planes. I want to delete the planes real bad. And I think Fire Slinger is pretty cool because they'll continuously empty cards out of their hand defending Tireless Tribe, which makes it harder for them to combo off. Our turn comes back. No red source. All right, so we'll go to combat. We'll swing the Fire Slinger. They might have Duelist here. That'd be pretty cool. Fairy Duelist. I'd be into that. I'd be so deep into that. Duel me, daddy. Prismatic Strands. Okay, you got it. So that's interesting. Maybe they're going to combo off next turn. It's a little scary. All right, we'll play Thermo Alchemist. We don't really have any other options. Pass the turn. And the Inside Out Alchemist, yeah, as you'd expect. Play a land. So we'll ping you. What do we draw? Oh, no mountains. Come on, deck. So I'm going to go ahead and Needle Drop instead of playing a Fire Slinger this turn because I really need that other red source. And it might be tapped. All right, I'm going to play it now. Play Fire Slinger. Pass turn. I think I should attack. Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully they search up an island here. And we can kind of cut them off white, but I don't know. Ooh, they did. Okay. I don't know if that's going to be good enough. They might be able to get their tribe down and have counter magic back up. Okay, Seeker. So that is help. That's going to be their way to protect Seeker from any of our removal spells. The Prismatic Strands. They'll never bite. Like, I kind of want... What does that allow us to do? That allows us to attack this turn? So, yeah. So I think I want to play around Daze, but I also want Searing Blaze to be online. So they're not going to be able to attack with it. Hopefully they don't have Daze here. That would be brutal. They're not going to be able to attack with it, or they won't be able to flash back their Prismatic Strands. So hopefully that's enough room for us to like find a way to Searing Blaze it. Granted, they don't have to gain a ton of life off this to really make it count. Opponent's going to Gush. Yep, some Prowess triggers. Tireless Tribe combo. Usually they only have two white sources. So cutting them off white is usually an okay strategy, although this deck might be playing more. We didn't see any reason to think they were playing more or less versions, or more or less copies. And they're just going to keep... Oof. So they gut shot a Fire Slinger. All right, so we will use that to ping. Pretty sick combo with Seeker of the Way. Oh! The gut shots are stacking up, gang. It's going to make it hard. Ah! This is insane. Okay. Hydroblast. That is a huge Seeker. They're going to gain 7 up to 14. They can't protect it. I don't feel like they had a counterspell last turn. So I think we do have to try to Searing Blaze here. Oh, I wonder if they have hard counter. Hydroblast. Oh, Dispel. Oh, we can't sack these mountains. Oh. Okay, that was tough. They probably got us now. Insides Out Seeker, because they're going to get a ton of life, and they're putting a ton of pressure on at the same time. Very tight play. All right, so we'll play out Fire Slinger. Pass the turn. It's just too all in to sack both of these mountains. But, like, we can't win if we just keep letting this go, right? Yes. Shadow Rift that. I think we die. I think we lose if I don't do this now. If they have a counter for it, they've got a counter for it. Ugh. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and scoop. They're going to get in for a bunch of unblockable life gain here. We'd be wasting everybody's time. All right, we don't have answers to Seekers, so we're going to have to do it like that. That was the only way we were getting back in that. And they Dispel. It would have been better to do it while Shadow Rift was on the stack, or while Prowess was on the stack, but they Dispel. So, not super bad. Sand kind of sucks. Sand's much worse, but it's got enough 1-drops. Get a scry and a draw to find the next land. Needle drop. No. We don't have the pingers to enable it. Alright, come on. Come on, guys. We took 1 win off them. Can we get another? May I have another, please? Alright, let's see what Birdman's got. They do play at lightning fast pace. It's honestly a spectacle to behold. So I think this will go pretty quick, guys. So if you guys want to get a viewer match in against me, I am totally down to hang out and have one of those with you guys. So fire up your motos. My username is JFFCK. And get ready to fire me over a challenge once this bad boy's over. Alright, so we're going to stick a curse here. Because we saw all the nonsense they like to do with our creatures. Get them off the battlefield. They also have Hydro Blasts for these, so that could do them all right. But we'll do a couple of quick viewer matches after this, or just maybe one, depending on how quick they are. We'll see. All right, so we'll play Fire Slinger, pass the turn. Whoa, Cloud Sun 42. Thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for all the support tonight, guys. We have 5 new subs plus a bunch of resubs. Like, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you very, very, very much. It does not go unnoticed. All right, well, we just run another Fire Slinger past the turn. Hope we can get there. I don't know. It's pretty slow going so far. Man, pingers are slow. That was like going to be one of my goals tonight. Like, I wish I had time to go back and see if any of these ever kind of amount to doing more damage than a lightning bolt throughout the game. Granted, you know, probably not, but... Alright, so let's see how this plays out. So we can ping Tireless Tribe. And I'm inclined to do so. And then I'll ping it twice on my turn. Fire Slinger. Okay, we'll play another one. Pass the turn. No, I think we do it on our turn. So we'll tap, deal damage to Tireless Tribe, or attempt to. And basically see how many resources we can strip from them before it dies. They just let it go. Okay. We'll pass. Curse goes off, they go to 12. 6 points of burn in hand. Opponent's gonna gush. Yep. 3 pingers on board. There's Tethmos High Priest. What is up? What is up, High Priest? That's pretty cool. That card's sweet. Alright, so we will sling some fire at them. I think all of our burn has to go straight at them, too. I don't think we can risk wasting any damage anymore. Because now we have 9. And they're really low. This Sunscorched Desert just, like, burning a hole on the battlefield. They're going to get back Tireless Tribe. Yep. So we're going to have to try to ping Tireless Tribe down. I wonder if they can still combo off. We are going to be at a pretty low life total. They must be able to. Oh god, are we dead? I bet we are. Because we're going to take 3 here. They're representing 1, 2, 3, down to 11. So if Inside Out is one of their cards, we lose. They play a land. I think if Inside Out is one of their cards, we lose. There's Tribe. Is that it? Let's see how big they can make it. Gush. And inside out. We're dead. All right, GG's, Birdman. GG's. Hello out there in YouTube land. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching the entire league. I really appreciate it, you guys. Thanks. It was a lot of fun. Tribal Pingers hasn't gotten all the way there yet. Turns out Spear Spewer doesn't always equate to at least a lightning bolt. So unfortunately, unless we find some way to just flood the board with unfair pingers and win the game that way before our opponents have a chance to answer, we won't be able to get it there, at least in this kind of strategy. While the Forgotten Pharaohs and the Deserts and Colorless Lands hurt us a lot, so that definitely wasn't worth it. Maybe going up to 3 mana for a couple of pingers that are better, like Cinder Pyromancer that untaps with red spells, like Terry suggested, would be a lot better. Anyway, Fire Slinger's at least a sweet card, and I found that through brewing this deck, so that's a win for me. We get to play against Birdman, excellent opponent. Carves, excellent opponent. It's all good. Anyway, guys, thank you very much out on YouTube for watching the entire league, and especially here on Twitch, everybody that showed up tonight, subbing and subscribing and following, even despite me not being here for an entire month. I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you all so much, and have a great night.